Va salute. This is Troy Pacelli of Last Call, and I'm just here to let you know that the following live stream is rated R for adult language, highly inappropriate jokes, and oh, who the are we kidding? We have no idea what is going to come out of Gorilla's mouth. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our very first Thursday night at the movies with Gorilla. And tonight we are pop culture curator's recommendation, "The Old Man and the Sea," written by Ernest Hemingway, starring Spencer Tracy. Well, with me, I got PvP. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I finished my work week about 90 minutes ago, so that's always a good thing. So happy, joy, joy. The weekend is here for me, at least. Hopefully, everybody else can have a good time too and enjoy the next few days. Yeah.
All right, with you. How are you doing, Pop?
I'm doing good. I want to tell you that thank you for showing this movie. I haven't watched it in a long time, but it's good to sit and watch it with friends. So thank you. I did watch it earlier today.
Yeah.
Because I was in anticipation because I like it so much. But thank you
not
for
a
having
problem.
me on.
Not a problem. And Germ, how are you? And we get in the chat here. We got Resolute Germ who goes hello and hope you feel better there soon. Soon there.
Good luck,
Hi,
Jim.
Jim.
Yeah, good luck, Jim, with your back.
Yeah,
Hello,
and
Jim.
welcome, Jim's Landscaping LLC, #1 Commodore Productions. Hello.
Hey, Jim.
All right, so I got the link for Cosby at the very top there, and also if you want to join the panel, we got the StreamYard link there. That's if I know you. If you're watching this on the rerun, you'll have to get your own copy and have a second screen there.
Yep.
Also, I put in the GoFundMe that's for clobbering times there to help with their expenses there. So if you guys want to help out, you can.
When's the funeral?
I think in 3 days.
Okay.
I think it said it on there on the thing or the thing. All right, so let's go ahead and we got LDG there too.
Hello,
Cool.
LDG. Hail. Good to see you, buddy.
He's actually had time to catch the very first beginning of the movie.
Yeah. Hi, LGG.
Oh man, that is a very old logo. Now, is this stock footage or is this like just on scene location?
Both. They did shoot it in Cuba.
Okay. I didn't know if that was like stock footage of the sea or not.
Yeah, they did shoot a lot of it in the sea. Ernest Hemingway was living there at the time when they made the movie. So
Okay.
they went and they met up with him. Looks beautiful there. The water's so blue.
Well, this is before communism took over. Oh, now it's too low.
I guess communism
Just
dirtied the water.
Yeah, I remember in the 60s, the local lakes when I was a kid, they were pure blue water pop, like just pure.
Humphrey Bogart tried hard to buy the rights to this movie and film it, but alas, he never was able to. And he died in '56. 2 years later, Spencer Tracy got the job, and the two were best of friends, by the way.
Well, it's the only way to eat if it's fishing down there. That
Yeah.
or bananas.
Well, they have tobacco for cigars. Coke is another big export. Cocoa, as in chocolate, and Coke, like in Coca-Cola.
Oh, so not the good Coke.
Yeah, the good Coke.
That's Colombia, which is actually made out of cocoa beans. That's why it's called cocaine.
Yes.
Now, I don't know what the difference between cocaine and chocolate, like your cocoa powder is, but
Good old book.
uh,
And obviously, Spencer Tracy was 58 when he made this.
I don't think that's far enough out of the water. Because you get a little bit of a high tide, then all of a sudden that boat's gone.
Oh, the fishermen know the water. They know when the tides come in. I could recommend Spencer Tracy movies all day.
You know, another great one I'd love to watch sometime on here, Pop, would be Bad Day at Black Rock.
Yep, he made that 2 years before this movie.
Yeah,
That's how that was the same director as this movie too. That's how the two met.
cool.
Great movie.
Oh yeah, Bad Day at Black Rock is one of my favorite all-time movies because not only is Spencer great, but the cast is amazing. Like it's all-star Ernest Borgnine and
Yep,
Francis. I mean, you know, all kinds of great stars.
it's up there with the top of one of the best westerns of all time.
Yeah, it's a really good story too. I really love that film. I'm just trying to guess. You
No,
said that a lot of
no.
this was filmed in Cuba, Pop.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Was some of the locals used as extras in the film?
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, so
Well, notice.
welcome. Oops,
Go
sorry.
ahead, Gorilla.
I was just gonna say, welcome to LDG. He says, "What are we watching?" The Old Man in the Sea.
The old
And
man is
welcome to Oiler Greg. He says, "Hello, guys."
Hey, Ola, great, good to see you.
Hi.
And he says,
Notice,
"Old Man." Oh, sorry.
notice when the boy when both of them walked into the bar, the boy said 2 beers, and they sit down. The boy gets a Coca-Cola, and the old man gets a beer. So it was like a wink to the bartender. I like that
Yeah.
scene. Definitely
And
Poverty Row.
LDG says, "The Old Man in the Sea sounds like a porno." Nope, just an old Spencer Tracy movie.
It would be a very boring porno.
Yeah. And Greg says, "Shark." And welcome, Captain Affinity. Looks like we're getting a martini. Then
Hello,
Greg
Captain.
says, "Cheers, Captain." Greg says, "My first memory is when I was fishing with my father in his boat on the ocean." Cool.
Oh, then this should remind you of that. I love this old cabin.
Yeah. I always wanted to go fishing on the ocean.
Me too.
And Kevin says, "Cheers to Oiler Greg." He says, "Nice observation, Pop. 2 beers." Yeah, he sounds like he's ready to just go.
He's old. He's tired.
And he's probably been
Was
out
it?
there all day on the sea trying to catch a fish. So
Yes. And he's talking about tomorrow, the 85th day, which is once a year. Where it's the best time of year to go fishing. Everybody goes out and tries to get their bass catch. That's real diversity casting, the boy.
Yeah. Actually surprised they even still print papers on paper anymore.
well,
Well,
this is taking back way back when, Gorilla. So back then papers ruled because there was no
Yeah.
internet.
No, we still have that now though. We still got papers now.
Oh
very
yeah,
few, very
we
few, but they're dying out.
we actually have a free local paper they put on the grocery stores every Wednesday, but there is one that I guess people pay for. Strangely, locally, I don't know why they pay for it anymore because it's obsolete, really.
I won't see it, but Gorilla, you will. You'll see it in your lifetime when the newspapers are a thing of the past. You have to explain to people what they were. And they love baseball there.
Yeah. That's a map painting in the back. You can totally
Yes,
tell.
I
Oh
was
yeah,
gonna say.
that
I was
was
gonna
yeah.
say no. It wasn't a map painting, but Gorilla. I was gonna say this movie here is where I got my lesson when I was young about blue screen technology. Almost entire. That was a real. A map painting is an actual painting. That was an actual photograph of a church in the background, but the kid was standing in front of a blue screen. So that white telltale line you get around it, it just all it does is tell you it's a blue screen. It doesn't tell you it's a matte painting. If that makes any sense. No, it's not too old.
Mm-hmm.
I love that kid. That's right.
Well, I'd say bartender, don't have too many years ahead before you'll get there.
Well, heck, he could hire someone to go fishing for him.
He's got a good friend there in the kid, I gotta say.
Yep.
Well, and welcome, Sci-Fi Sit Down. He says, "Hello there, gorilla."
Hello,
And
sci-fi
hello,
fan.
all on the panel.
Hi, Dan.
And he goes, "Yes, I read this book when I was 8 and Jaws when I was 10. Went fishing every week almost, so this stuff was in my wheelhouse." Okay. Quint died in the Jaws book because he didn't have his knife. After reading that, I always carried 2 knives when fishing. Cool. The rope caught his ankle and pulled him under. Oh yeah, that's like a bad way to die.
Hmm.
How come it doesn't show anybody in the costume room but me?
There's 6 of us in here.
Okay. Oh, I see where it's at. Okay.
Yeah, I'm watching a
There it
costume
is.
right now, Pop, but I don't see anybody in here.
There it is. Yeah, I had to click on the people icon and not the chat balloon.
Yeah, there's Boober, LDG, Jim, the Fox, the Hippo, and me.
So how do I find everybody? Because I just see Gorilla going, "Hey, Boomer." I must not know what button to push because I don't see anybody but Gorilla in here. Oh, well.
Huh, I don't know. I see 6 people.
Maybe because you're the
Same
host. I
here.
don't know.
I see
Yeah,
6.
Huh.
yeah. And other Greg says similar to Ahab's death of Moby Dick.
Oh, I hit on 6, and I guess that's where everybody is then.
Yeah,
Okay, I see it now. Anonymous Hippo here, by the way. That's me.
yeah.
I don't know who I am.
You're
You
the
were
Fox.
you're the fox up.
Oh, okay.
You're like Zorro. Hmm.
It's like the travelogue of Cuba.
He's always dreaming about the boy, I thought.
No. Which you use for a pillow.
That's not creepy at all.
Back then people didn't lock their doors, Gorilla. It was a different world.
Yeah,
Well, not only then, but the location, everybody knew everybody in that small town.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Like
like
we,
when I grew up, nobody ever locked the doors in my town when I was a kid in the 60s. Nobody ever locked them.
no, we got a lot of those small town. Everybody knows everybody here too. But even if I would, I, if that same situation happened here, some people might be like, "What's going on here?" Even though
Well,
it's
times have
completely innocent.
changed.
Yeah,
Because
even though this is completely innocent, he's taking him fishing. But
right,
like his parents don't know he's going out to the
the
sea with
parents
them.
know he goes out with them every day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gorilla,
it
do
was a
you
different
guys lock?
time.
Do you guys lock your doors, Gorilla?
Depends on how long I'm gonna be gone.
Gotcha. But at night before you go to bed, you do, right?
No,
No.
that's what
Oh,
the that's what the trusty 10 gauge is for.
It's a
I,
trap.
I always lock my door now because we got a notice about 5 months back about security. I guess there was homeless people trying to crash into the building, and so yeah, they said,
Yeah,
be careful. Don't let anybody in you don't know recognize if they
yeah,
don't have a key, right?
yeah. But you're also in a city that's 100 times bigger than my town.
We're about 170,000 probably around population wise, Gorilla now.
So 100 times larger than my town.
Am I right?
It's a pretty big city. Like it's a smaller city, but we go on for quite a few miles. Yeah, it's a good size.
Believe it or not, here where I live, we do not lock the front door ever. In fact, my roommate yelled at me when I first moved here, and I locked. I was trying to lock the door. Never locked the door. So that's all he gets up for all day is that tea there.
I don't know how I feel about them not having like temporary stage lights there, like so we can actually see what's going on.
I guess he wanted it to look natural.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
want it to look. They're trying to keep the realism of the film. I think Gorilla is the
And
reason
yeah,
there's
and,
no light.
and considering right, and considering this is 1958, they may have used if they would have wanted to do that effect, they may have done the old day for night routine, and that would have ruined it.
okay. Let's see. Euler Greg says in the movie Jaws, Quint was he? I referred that. Oh, he prefers the book death there. Tracy is such a good actor that I believe he's actually a fisherman. Plus, he looks the part.
Ernest Hemingway had an issue with that. He didn't think he did look the part.
Yeah, yeah. Because he's
He thought he looked like an old rich white man.
yeah. Hey,
But
Gorilla's down.
the one
I'm
who
sorry.
did look the well, I was just going to say the who did look the part was Anthony Quinn, and he finally played the character in a remake in 1990.
So, do
Go
you
ahead.
think Hemingway wanted Quinn to be in the movie, Bob?
Yeah,
Possibly, I don't know if at the time,
yeah,
but Quinn was a good match.
yeah.
I could
Uh,
actually see Anthony Quinn being really good in this film. Actually,
He was a good actor,
great
and
actor.
he
Yeah.
and he had that foreign look to him. Oh, the flying fish.
oh shoot!
Oh, oh.
Oh, sounds like we had an emergency. Sacre
Okay, there,
bleu.
okay, there, Gorilla. Oh, I wonder if Gorilla's
We're here
internet
when you
died
come
on us.
back, Gorilla. We're here when you are.
Yeah, we're still sitting here in the Cosme Watch room. I see there's Phantom, LDG, Anonymous Fox, which I think is Pop. There's Jim, Ed, myself, the Anonymous Hippo, still sitting here. Hmm.
Looks like maybe it came unplugged.
I'm guessing that he has that terrible cord that keeps unplugging all the time, doesn't it, Pop?
Yeah, I wish I could work with him on getting it replaced.
I've told him for months now to get another cord, like something that actually fits the socket of the computer, but I guess Gorilla hasn't got around to it yet.
No, not yet. I guess it's not a priority.
Yeah. Well, sometimes, day-to-day life gets in the way, doesn't it? I know the feeling.
Did you guys hear that they announced the remaking, believe it or not, the remaking, or I don't know if it's a remake or a sequel, but Spaceballs.
I've not heard of that, but doesn't surprise me since they have no originality and they have to remake everything from the past, don't they?
Yes. You know what's interesting is they just announced it, which means they obviously have not started shooting it yet.
Hmm.
But we can already know, we all know, it's gonna bomb. It's gonna lose money. It's gonna stink. It'll be unfunny.
Yeah. Well, I remember it wasn't, well, maybe a year ago when they were talking about remaking Princess Bride. And I was like, no, 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 no. That movie's as good as it's ever going to be. You please don't try and remake
I
it,
know you wish
you
that would
know?
stop them, but it's not going to.
Yeah.
Don't let me know it's sacred.
Oh, there we
There we
go. We're back.
go. Back in action.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Yeah,
Okay,
I can hear you
sorry
here.
about that. I set the kids the kids didn't put the sack of candy from the parade away. So I threw it on the desk here. Go, oh, fine. I'm gonna dig into it. And I
What
didn't
kind
watch
of
where I threw it.
what kind of candy?
It's mostly Tootsie Rolls and
Oh, yummy.
well, there's a few Airheads in there. There's some gum in there. There's some suckers in there.
Hey, can you throw a few of those Tootsie Rolls over to me right now, Gorilla? Yum, yum.
I'm gonna bounce them off your forehead.
There's a that sounds like what you described as a. I buy it from Amazon sometimes. It's a big bag, and it's all Tootsie Roll brands, and it's got Tootsie Rolls, and it's got everything you just described in it. I'm wondering if you got the same thing.
All right, so Oliver Gregg says in Gorilla's town, bananas go missing a lot. And I'm waiting for a notification before I begin locking my door. He has some weird emoji here. And what they're making is a sequel. Because people were joking for a longest time that Baseball 2 is the search for more money. Because they could never get the funding to make a sequel to it. So
It's always been up
that's
to
what,
Mel Brooks.
Hey, speaking of sequels, this is not related, but I'll just quickly ask, the horror movie you watched Tuesday night, Pop, that seemed totally set up for a sequel, did it not at the end?
Yeah, I wish they would make it. Of course, I don't know if they have the money because it would. It sounds like it would probably be expensive to make.
Yeah.
But I totally agree. I love that movie. I know we got
Yeah.
kind of got mixed reactions on here. Some people didn't like it so much, but I
Yeah,
enjoyed it.
it seemed like it was totally set up for a sequel for sure with the evil little kid prevailing, like evil wins, at the end of the movie. And it's like, wow, I wanted to see what happened after that, right? You know.
well, the problem with Brightburn there is that the rights, and this is Gun's own words there. Because they were talking about a sequel, and this is own words. The rights are all fucked up. I only owned half, so it's unlikely that we will ever happen.
Huh.
Of course, red tape.
Too bad. Yeah, I mean, I had problems with the movie, but overall, I thought it was worthwhile watching. And the sequel would have had a lot of potential, I thought, but oh well, I guess we'll never get it.
Nope.
It all depends on the other half there. Follow the birds. If you see a bunch of birds conjuring, that's where the fish are at.
Well, I guess, girl, if you're a seasoned fisherman like yourself, you do pay attention to the birds and to what's going on, right?
Right.
Oh,
Oh, come on. Don't you have a reel?
plus dinner if you get hungry.
If that's bait, then he does not have a sharp enough fishing pole.
All he had was a little bit of sardines the boy got him.
Well, no, he just caught a fish. He said he'd make beautiful bait.
That's what I'm saying, but all he had before that was sardines.
Yeah.
Multitasking.
No, you just yank it. Just yanking it. It'll be good.
Not yet.
Yep. Oh,
Now he's hooked.
Uh-oh. Just let her go. If I was getting dragged out to sea, I would have just cut the rope.
I don't know. He's hoping this will be the biggest catch he's ever had.
Well, I'm
Like
guessing
the
since
one,
go ahead, Bob.
like the one. I was gonna say like the one he was telling the little boy that he always dreamt about.
Well, I'm guessing it's been quite some time since they had a good catch, so he's kind of like really desperate to get a really, really good catch, and this could be one
Yeah,
of his greatest. So he's not going to give it up, right?
and he wants to prove that to himself that he's still a viable fisherman. He wants to prove it to the boy. He wants to prove it to the villagers.
He wants to prove that he's still relevant. I'm thinking, Pop.
Yes. Yep. He wish the boy. He. I wish he had someone there to help him too.
Hmm.
The, oh, I would have cut the rope a long time ago. Oh, did you see that underneath his arm?
What's that?
Yeah, it looked like another boat was out there underneath his arm. I'm guessing they had like they're like shooting over old other footage there. They're
Possible.
blocking out like the distant view. Yeah, someone screwed up on that. And Greg says every longtime fisherman wonders if he is up for the challenge of landing a truly great fish. Oh, I just don't want to get dragged out the middle of the sea. Uh,
There you go, gorilla.
That was a great scene. Ouch.
Yeah. How does he survive this long without food?
Literally, I've been doing it for weeks.
Yeah, sometimes I forget to eat for a day or two. I mean, it's possible.
The body gets used to it.
Oh yeah, I remember when I was trying to diet years ago, and I ate very little. After a while, I think your stomach starts to shrink after a while, and you just don't
It
feel that hungry
does.
anymore.
It does. Like yesterday, I picked up a two-piece KFC chicken. All I could do was barely eat the drumstick and a couple bites of the mashed potatoes, and that was it. So yeah, even if I do
Yeah,
get food, my stomach is too small.
yeah, I have that. Some days I think I'm really starving. Right? Oh, it's a marlin, isn't it? The fish jumping there. That is a marlin, isn't it, guys?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah. It's an actual rubber one. Ernest Hemingway actually went down to Peru to try to catch a real one, but he couldn't catch one, so they had to replace it with the rubber one and stock
No,
footage.
no. What happened was they're using footage here from a fishing tournament that they had a year or so before this movie was made, where some guy won an award for the largest marlin. So that is a real fish in the footage.
You think that thing would have pulled him out of the boat by now?
You know, I think it's also tiring down like he is.
Uh,
Nice flashback. I forgot this part of the film. This is cool.
And the one guy's doing it with the cigarette in his mouth.
He's trying to psych him out, I'm guessing, with the light and the smoke, right?
And it lasts
He's
for
like, yeah.
several hours.
Have you guys ever seen videos like this where somebody's arms actually break?
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah.
scary stuff. It's like, whoa.
And he's just looking him in the eye the whole time.
Yeah, it's not just about muscle, it's about psychology too. They're trying to psych each other out, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
That's good. So if they did a remake today, how would they handle this scene, guys? Seriously.
Ugh. Man, there's a lot of scenery shots in this. Oh. So how long has he been out on the sea?
2 days now, I think.
Oh, that all? Uh, stock footage right there.
Yes.
Ugh. Oh. So if he's been drifting out to sea for 2 days, how does he expect to get back to Cuba?
He can navigate with the stars. He's been fishing all his life.
Ugh. Go out, you can get him. You can get him. That's an awful strong rope. Mm, yeah. Mm. Uh, I wonder how they do that blur effect.
Lenses.
Oh, lens.
Yeah, I would guess it was some kind of camera lens effect, Gorilla.
It Yep. The fish is bigger than the boat.
So, is that a rubber fish like was mentioned earlier?
That one is.
Yeah. I gotta say, it still
But
looks
I don't
pretty
know
convincing.
if it's a rubber fish. I don't know about the scenes they're going to show coming up here.
Oh no, this is. Oh, I remember this part.
Da dun da dun da dun da dun da dun.
Yeah, this is not good. Oh no, he's got no harpoon now. Oh shit, that's gonna bring more sharks.
Yep.
This is where I was wondering if it was a rubber fish or not.
Yeah, I forgot
Yeah, it
how.
is a rubber one because they couldn't get a real one.
Yeah, I forgot the ending. Oh, this is a tough ending. If he only had a rifle or something, eh? Oh shit. Hmm. That's another great line. Some great lines in this movie. There really are.
Yep.
Something about being resourceful, though. That's always a good thing. Making the best of what you have. Yes. That's another great line. Shit, there's some good lines in this movie. Yeah. You got to feel for Spencer's character at this point, though. He's fought so hard, and look what's coming. Oh no. Hmm. Damn. Hmm.
Uh, they just get more and more sharks. They're
Yeah,
just ripping this thing apart.
there's going to be nothing left of his catch by the time he gets back to shore, I'm guessing. It's like the whole exercise has been futile, basically.
Yeah, his fish is pretty much destroyed.
Yeah.
He's heading south at least. Yeah, he's getting delusional.
Hmm.
Mhm. Oh, so he did actually manage to find his way home.
Well, I'm thinking he's been a
Of
fisherman for
course.
all of his life since he was a teenager, right? So
Yeah.
he knows these waters like I know the streets of my town. I don't need a street sign to know where I'm going, right? I just feel so bad for him at this point, though. This is classic Hemingway, though. It really is. Like Hemingway is all about examining the human condition, I think. Hmm.
Mhm. Well, he better be tired. What? It's been. Ah, he left it out in the water. It's gonna drift away.
There's
He's
nothing
too
much
tough
left of it anyway.
and he has no way of carrying it in.
Besides, there's probably nothing there that's of any value anymore since the sharks have eaten most of it.
Yep.
I do think this is classic Hemingway, though, talking about the human condition, the human spirit, the struggle of being alive as a person in the world and not giving up and refusing to give up even when the odds are overwhelming against you. There's a lot of beautiful stuff in this movie.
Pretty much.
And of course, Spencer does a great performance here.
Nominated for Academy Award for Best Actor. He had so many Best Actor awards, he probably could have used him as a doorstop.
He probably got those nominations and put them on the wall somewhere.
Yeah.
He's dead, ain't he?
No, he said he's breathing.
He's just exhausted.
Yep.
Hey, wouldn't you girl out in a boat 3 days hauling that marlin in? Wouldn't you be kind of tired?
Yeah, no. I thought. I thought maybe he came passed out and died in his sleep there, and the kid found him.
No.
That would have been just a bit too sad, actually.
Well,
Come
what's
on,
the price?
Unpredictable.
we gotta have a little hope at the end of the movie. It's like the human condition. There's
I was
always a bit of
cynical.
hope.
I got tired of the good people always winning at the end. There, I like it every once in a while when the uh,
Hey, I thought after Tuesday night's horror stream, you would have got enough of the cynical in that movie. Evil triumphed
not
in that
enough,
one.
not enough.
Oh gosh, you're hardcore, gorilla. Oh man.
So the towns, it's great because the townspeople still see the fish.
Well, they see the remains of the fish, and I think they realized how hard he fought to bring in a great fish,
Yes.
even if ultimately it was taken away from him by circumstance, right, Bob?
And it will still make him a legend around that town.
They appreciated his effort and his dedication and his hard work ethic and not giving up in the face of overwhelming odds. That's what I think of this film.
Yep.
I think it's a lesson for all of us, really. Okay, now I'm getting preachy. Sorry. Oh boy. But I just think there is definitely Hemingway sending a pretty big message to us here. Hmm. That's the spirit, kid.
Yeah.
See, that's the importance of having a younger friend that cares.
Yeah.
Definitely
And
makes
now
a
the
difference.
tourists are showing up.
Oh,
Now
oh no.
here's where we get our cameos of Ernest Hemingway and his wife.
Oh, is that them?
Oh, can you point them out, please, Bob?
Well, Ernest Hemingway, they said, is the guy in the hat. That's him sitting down at the table. And his wife is the blonde, one of those white blonde women there.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
They think that's a shark. Oh boy, they are really close to us.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
And we're back to the beginning, stock footage.
It's not stock footage. They filmed it in Cuba. Stock footage is when they have to buy footage from other movies.
Okay. Alrighty. There is our movie for tonight.
Very cool.
Alright.
Yeah, very good film. Very good examination of the human condition and
Yeah.
how sometimes you just have to struggle in life, and sometimes it's just something you got to do.
Well, it's a very interesting movie, and it's entertaining at this point, but that's one of those do not watch it while you're laying down. I'll tell you that.
It does have my biggest problem with the movie is it is slow paced. I mean, there are a lot of
I
long
don't.
scenes,
Yeah, I usually
where it is
watch
slow
movies
paced.
sitting up. I usually sit in my chair when I watch a movie.
I still think overall the message of the film it makes it makes it a worthwhile watch for me.
Definitely.
Huh?
So, Gorilla, if you had to give it a grade, what would you give it?
I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Like it could have sped it up there. It's like the whole time I was like, why does he just cut the line, take the loss, cut the line? But I
That's
know the
what,
point of the movie. It's supposed to be like an obsession thing.
no, it's supposed to be that he's an old man and he needs to prove it to himself and the townspeople. He wasn't crazy at all. Young generation, yeah, they cut the line easily early on. They would have given up early on in the movie.
Oh, I would have gotten dragged out to sea.
I
Because
think
this is say you've gotten back to where you belong.
Yeah, well, like I said, he knows how to navigate the waters.
the reason he doesn't cut the line is because he's thinking this is one of the best days to go fishing because he mentioned this was the day, right?
Yes,
And I think in his mind, he's thinking, this is the day I can get the greatest catch I've had in many, many years and prove myself as a fisherman that I'm not old, over the hill, washed up, useless, tired, literally an old man. And I can still haul in a beautiful, fantastic quality fish if I work
yep,
hard at it, and that's the point I got out of it is like
right. That's the
that's
point
why
of the
he didn't
story.
cut, right? That's why he didn't cut and run, right, Bob? Because
Yeah, that's the point of the story. He didn't give up.
he had something not only to prove to the village people and the kid. I thought the kid was awesomely cool, but he had to prove it mainly to himself that he was still a
Yes,
relevant human being. He still had value within his community, and I think, that's why I like this movie is because, I mean, Hemingway was putting some really deep themes about being a human being in this story in his book and translated into the film. Uh, but I do agree a bit with Gorilla. I kind of wish the pacing had been a little quicker. I think there were some scenes they could have edited a tiny bit here and there because there were points that did go on quite a while. I've got to say, even for myself, Pop. As much
what?
as I enjoy the
All right, well,
film,
let me ask you guys this: the scenes that you guys think that went on too long. What if they were right out of the book? Would you still cut them out?
I haven't read the book, so
yeah, I
No,
can't. I can't. I'm the
I'm
same.
asking you. I'm asking you if they were. Would you still cut them out?
I don't know. I do enjoy films that follow the books very closely. Closely there, I'd have to read the book and then determine.
Yeah, I'd have to read the book first. I mean, I don't want to, make a snap judgment there, Pop. But I do like Hemingway, and I do like the movie a lot. I mean, I
Interesting.
think it speaks a lot to the human condition, and I'm
Yeah,
not a big reader, sadly, though I have read some classic novels over my years. But
yeah. How
you know,
closely to the book is this movie?
Very.
it
Very
is okay.
closely. Okay.
So that makes sense. Then maybe you wouldn't want to cut stuff. Okay,
Well,
that
it
makes sense.
reminds me of somebody saying, "I don't care if that scene's in the book. Cut it down for time."
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
no, no, I'm
I
not
think it'd
saying
be an
that.
interesting. I think it'd be more an interesting read read there. It's just one of those. Just make sure you're not laying down when you're watching this, because some of those
Well, I
scenes.
wouldn't. That's crazy laying down watching a movie. You're asking yourself to fall asleep. What about in the audience there? Who was that said, was it Ola Greg? Who was that said they read the book?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was other Greg.
I know it's been a long time, but Ola Greg, if you're still there, if you can hear this and you will remember how much of this stuck close to the book, I should have read the book. I can't believe I haven't.
Yeah, it sounds like it'd be an interesting read, though.
Hemingway is a good read. I haven't read much, but I haven't read any of his novels, but I've read some of the short stories. And the short stories are like maybe only 5 or 6 pages, but man, Hemingway can get very deep in your head in 5 or 6 pages.
He was
You
good.
know,
He
he's
was
really
good.
good. Yeah. Yeah.
This movie
So
is a testament to that.
yeah, I do recommend Hemingway. He was a great author, in his lifetime, and I have only read a little tiny bit, but his short stories, I mean, if he can suck you in 5 or 6 pages and like, you get into your head, I can only imagine what he could do in a novel. Like, yeah,
The
he was a
last time,
good author.
yeah, the last time I saw this movie, I was maybe 10 or 12. I think it was when I first time I saw it. And I have to say that I enjoy it just as much, if not more now. So if I was rated, I'd give it an A. It's just,
Yeah.
this is one of those Hollywood classics that can never be redone. It's got that look and that feel to it. I just love it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm biased. And I would never lay down to watch a movie. That's silly.
No, I've watched movies in bed before, and then I couldn't get to sleep because I was too busy watching the movie.
Well,
Yeah,
I know
Well,
that's a hit and miss thing, though. Laying
thing
in bed,
is,
you go ahead.
I've watched movies on the couch over the years when I mean, you lie down on your couch with the pillow and you watch movie night, and I generally don't fall asleep, and I generally really like the movie and enjoy it. So I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, Pop.
Well, but you're challenging your body to fall asleep at the same time you're watching the movie.
Well, I generally don't watch movies when I'm really tired anyway, because usually go to bed at that
Yes,
point.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. For me, I don't lay down unless I'm planning on going to sleep.
Yeah.
I sit up in my chair, in a chair, as long as I'm going to watch a movie or do anything else during the day. When it's time to sleep, that's when I lay down. And then I don't plan on watching TV because I'm usually not going to stay awake through the whole thing. I'll stay awake. I'll lay down, for example, and watch YouTube shorts, but I won't do it. I won't. I start a movie and lay down.
There's a good comment by Herc130 in the Cosme chat if you wanted to. Uh,
oh, I closed Cosby. You want to
oh, well,
read it?
I've still got it open. I'm still here as an anonymous hippo, which is probably appropriate for my body mass right now. Anyway, Herc said movies of this era were allowed to, quote, to breathe a bit, develop story, let the audience despair, and bring them back. The attention span is too short to do something like that today. And I
Yes,
think,
I agree.
sadly, I did agree with Herc. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, my ADHD kicks in sometimes.
I just like to, are we on a Spencer Tracy kick now, guys? Like, because if
I
you
don't
want to do
know.
another Spencer Tracy movie in the next week, Gorilla, I have one I'd highly recommend that is a little more fast paced, a little more action. It's called Bad Day at Black Rock. It's got a killer cast with, of course, Spencer, uh, plus Ernest Borgnine, and a
You're just
whole.
not going to know any of those other names by name.
Oh yeah, it's like Anne Francis, and there's 3 or 4 other guys I'm forgetting that were top Hollywood actors in that era, right? And it's a lot of fun because Spencer plays he plays like a hard ass in that movie.
With one arm.
And there's yeah, he's a one-armed hard ass, and there's some really great couple of really great action scenes, and it's a
Yeah, I
good one.
can
I think Gorilla would love that movie actually.
I can recommend several.
But
All
I
right.
say if you want to do bad day at Black Rock Gorilla, that's my thumbs up.
All right. But it's getting to be 10:40 here, and I'm gonna probably get woken up
Yes.
at about
Yeah.
track of the storm here. I'm probably gonna get woken up about 4 o'clock in the morning, so
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm
Well,
gonna
I'm gonna
go lay
bail then.
down.
Well,
Thank you,
thank you for having me on, Gorilla.
yeah, no problem. And
Yeah.
thank you, Euler Greg, for coming. He does spoiler free reviews, though I do not know when his next video is coming out. So, but thank you for coming. Thank you, Sci-Fi Sit Down, for coming. He does his AI crossovers and the occasional live stream, so make sure to check him out. Thank you, Captain Infinity, for coming. Thank you, Pickles, also known as LDG, hashtag Free the Net, for coming. If you ever need IT help or need a place to hang out, there's always freethenet.org/underground. And thank you to Jim's Landscaping LLC, number one Commodore Productions, for coming. Now, you just did a live stream celebrating 7,000 subs. Congrats on that again. And he does the Star Trek fan films and then puppy videos and occasional live streams. And thank you to Resolute Germ. His streams are getting a little wonky right now because of stuff going on in his life, but it's a Dramada watch parties on Tuesday. It's the open panel nerd roundtables on Thursdays, and then Saturday morning cartoons on Saturday. All right, Pop, what do you got going on?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Saturday, Revolution in the Lab. And Monday, we lost his face. Tuesday, whatever horror sci-fi movie. I haven't got to come up with that. I'll do it tonight, and I'll post it in my community tab. Whatever horror
Okay.
sci-fi movie we do for that night. And then Wednesday, back to Gilligan's Island. Thanks to my good friend Gorilla's Random Thoughts.
Yeah, not a problem. PvP, what you got going on?
Well, is my mic working?
Yeah.
Okay. Not much. I just did post a few videos on a playlist on my channel of the dam playing Vancouver last Friday night on the 14th. There's a couple of fan videos, about 5, I think, in my playlist that folks have posted that are actually pretty good quality at the concert that I was actually there that night, and that's a lot of fun. So that's about it. If you guys want to check that out on my channel.
Cool.
Alrighty. As for me, as long as I don't have to go help sandbag the river there, we should have the departure tomorrow at about 7:30. DS9 at about 6 o'clock on Saturday there. Sunday there is a poll in the community tab to check out there. There for the pick for our Sunday streams, and then Wednesdays is Justified. Then I'll pick a movie for next Thursday here sometime.
Cool.
So with that, you guys have a we got a new comment. Oh, thank you. Hey, Herx here. Thanks, Herx, for coming on his Mach 1 for Life channel there. He's rebuilding his Mach 10 that he had with his kids.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, so make sure to check him out. Check that out there.
Yep.
Thank you to Phantom Boomer Explorers for coming. See the comment on the YouTube side. So, but he does trailers for his shows that he shows on Cosby, but then he does Cosby watch parties quite a bit. So make sure to check him out. So with that, you guys have a good night, and remember to be a gorilla.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Well, how you doing there, Pop?
Oh, hanging in there, I guess.
That's
That would
good.
probably be the best response.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that Gorilla did show your film tonight.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, I left the
So am
studio
I.
at the stream.